my YouTube people. Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Hope you're having a great day today. It's a really nice and warm and windy day here in Colorado. But just thought I'd show you my cactus flowers. I'd really like to replant this cactus, but it's doing so well and I don't want to screw it up. But I got some of my self-wicking buckets done. All of them so far. So far so good. Those are Anaheims. This one's a Doll tomato. This one's Anaheim again. This one's a Champion tomato. And there's a bear. That is, they named it something different this year. It's called a Fooled You. But the other year ago or so, it was called a Jalapeno. It has the flavor of a jalapeno, but without the heat. And then I've showed you that one before. That one's a cherry red. And we got some more Anaheims. But I'm fixing to go down and show you how to restart your self-wicking buckets for the year. We'll check on some other things while we're down there. But let's get busy and get to work, because I got a lot of stuff to do today. But I hope you're having a great day, and I greatly appreciate you clicking on this video. I hope you'll subscribe and whack my like thing while you're at it. But the fruit garden's doing pretty good. That grape right there is doing pretty good. And then these ones are starting to get taller, so that's a good thing. No new strawberries, just the ones I had already planted. But nothing from the roots. Had a feeling that was going to happen. I never have good luck with just the roots. And the gooseberry bush is doing better. I don't see any new caterpillars on it. And I think we halted the attack. Because it's got some green on it here and there. Still a lot of bare spots, but it's early in the season. We're hopeful it'll bounce back. But no new attack. So let's go do this self-wicking bucket thing. As you can see, I've got 4 self-wicking buckets left to do. Now these 2 are going to be peppers and a tomato, just like the other ones. Now the orange ones, I got those and I've been doing experiments every year in them. I've done cucumbers and peas and a bunch of other stuff. But this year, we're going to try something completely different, something I've never tried in them before. So here we go. Let me show you how to clean them up and get them ready for planting for the season. Now it's super simple, no big deal. But I just thought I'd show you how I do it. It's not like it's complicated, but all you do is take whatever bucket, and pull all the old growth out, old signs. And all I do is flip it upside down in a wheelbarrow. Now you can also use a tarp or whatever, or I just find the wheelbarrow is a bit easier. Apparently there was a bunch of earwigs on the bottom of that. Isn't that lovely? Looks like we may need a new pot on the bottom. That happens. But all you want to do is pull off your whatever you used as weed barrier, cloth, whichever. Shake it off. Set it aside. And all you want to do is bust up your dirt. This one was relatively easy this time. Make sure there's no like big clumps or anything weird in it. Just bust it up. Make sure it's all nice and loose. Because if you go putting your new plants, just, you know, digging a hole in that hard stuff and planting your plant in it, the roots aren't going to do so good. They're being too tight and bound that they're not going to be able to reach the bottom for water. You're going to be constantly watering them because they'll be girdled. The roots will end up being girdled and not grow into their full potential, which sometimes in these self-wicking buckets is almost 6 feet tall. So let me go find a new pot to go on the bottom of this one, and we'll continue with what else to do. It's not like it's complicated. Just thought I'd show you just what I do. Okay, I found an old hanging basket from last year. Still got some dirt in it, so we're going to dump that in and we'll mix it up. These are perfect to go in the bottom of your self-wicking buckets. Now, if you want to know how to completely build a self-wicking bucket, I'll link my original videos at the end. I've got one that almost has 1 million views. I think that's really cool. I'm hoping I'll hit that at the end of the year. All I did was slid that all the way down to the bottom because it helps make an air barrier so the roots don't rot. But again, if you want to know how to build the whole thing, link is at the bottom of the video or at the end of the video. Just click on it and go watch and you can see how I built them all. Now all you want to do is take your weed barrier, push it back in. There, enough. Put it back in. Now all we have to do is dump all the dirt back in it. A nice fluffy dirt. Just want to make sure that your weed barrier doesn't fall in. All the dirt stays on the inside. There! Enough, dude. Now with fluffing it up like we did, fluffing up the dirt like we did, it may not take as much to fill it up as it did before, so you'll have some left over, which is a good thing because I think my experimental pots are going to need some more in it. So there you go. That's literally all you need to do to restart your self-wicking buckets. Super simple, no brainer. But you just want to make sure you loosen up that dirt so the roots have the best chance possible for your whatever you happen to be planting in it to grow as big and strong as it possibly can. And that way you don't have to water it as much. That's the whole point of the self-wicking buckets, is the roots will run deep, which means less watering because it always has that reservoir of water at the bottom. So you may only have to water maybe once a week, twice a week. Twice a week if it's super hot. But I think last summer all I did was water once a week or once every 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to finish cleaning up those other two the same exact way. We'll go back up on the porch and I'll show you exactly what I'm planting this year in the other tomato, the pepper, and the experimental pots. Oh, look who decided to come down and join us. It's a honey bunny. It's a sweet little bunny bear. She was up on the porch. And a big bird. And of course, the bloom alligator. Still trying to figure out how to get him to stop puking in the car. So I'm not sure if it's anxiety or if it's a motion sickness problem. But yeah, Captain Pukey in the car lately. But anyways, I'm gonna finish cleaning these up, and I'll meet you back up on the porch to finish planting in them. So I got the last 4 self-wicking buckets all ready to go and be planted in. These 2 here, and the experimental ones are down there. I'll show you what I'm going to put in those in just a minute. But in this one, we're going to be putting a black cherry. Just happens to be doubled. And planting that one in there. And in the peppers, this is one of my favorites. I got this one time before. I had to go to 3 different stores. I went to Ector's looking for it, and that was really disappointing. It was, I don't know, the selection wasn't great. It says they were supposed to have a bunch of them, and they didn't, and I don't know, maybe I went at the wrong time of the year, and they were out, or I don't know, Ector's was just a little disappointing. I'm used to Paulino Gardens, worked there for a bit, but yeah, it was a little disappointing. So I had to go to 3 different stores for these, because these are my absolute favorite. They're categorized as a hot pepper, but they're not even close to being hot. I like to cut the top off and fill it with ranch dressing, but they're called Mad Hatters. They're my most favorite. They look like little top hats when they get going. It's really kind of cool. So I'm going to put 2 in there. Now I doubled up on a lot of my peppers this year because I wanted a lot. So we're going to plant those, plant that, get this going, and we'll be popping with tomatoes and peppers. Now as always with tomatoes, you always want to plant them deep. Wherever the stem touches, it'll start growing roots. And as you can tell, these are rather pot bound. So it's about time. Oi. Try again. It's about time to get these planted. Now, we're just gonna rough up the roots a little bit so that way it doesn't stay pot bound, it travels, and they'll run deep. Last time I did this on video, the guy's like, "You did it too rough, you killed the plant." Really? Is that why it grew to be 6 feet tall? But I killed the plant, because that was too rough. Be able to put this one as deep as possible. I'm going to take a bunch of the dirt.
Actually, go a little bit more. Put that in there. Nah.
Lizzie was wanting to put a tripod. That's all I need. Hold it back in. And put the tag back in so we know what the heck kind this is.
Oh.
And sometimes your barrier stuff is a little much. You know, just trim it off. I must have had it like tucked in there or something. I don't know. Make it look a bit better. I don't want to hang it over. So we're just going to trim it. Now some of these I used weed barrier and others I used just some felt cloth. You can use an old sheet even if you couldn't find anything. There we go. That's how I zhuzh up my self-wicking buckets. Got this tomato all ready to go. I'm going to do the same thing with the peppers, but not plant them as deep. I'll show you when I come back, and we'll do the experimental pots. I'll show you what I'm going to put in those. So I'll be right back after I finish planting these peppers. So I got those last two self-wicking buckets all ready to go. Got the black cherry tomato and all my Mad Hatters. Hope they take off this year. Those are my most favorite peppers. There was another pepper that I guess they decided to discontinue. It was called the candy cane. It was really cool. It had stripes. It was really pretty and tasty. But apparently they decided to discontinue it. I had a hard enough time trying to find the Mad Hatters. Went to Ector's, 2 different Home Depots, and I finally found them at Lowe's. So I guess I went to 4 stores, not 3 stores for them. Totally thought Ector's would have them. They had them on the website, but yet they got there and they barely had anything in the vegetable area. It was very strange. Not quite sure what to think of Ector's. I'm so used to Paulino Gardens, which doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, so we got those last 2 self-wicking buckets all cleaned up and rolling. I'm excited about that. If you haven't tried these self-wicking buckets yet, if you have a little corner somewhere on your porch or your apartment or wherever, I think you should give it a try. These are awesome. These are the best things to grow your peppers and tomatoes in. You won't be disappointed. And the cool thing about it is it makes the roots run deep, which means you don't have to water as much because they don't dry out and get wilted as easy. So let's stop rambling about these ones and go over and see what we are going to do in the experimental self-wicking buckets. So, as you can see in one of them, we're going to be trying some carrots. Now, in my self-wicking buckets, my experimental self-wicking buckets, as you can see, I went with pots instead, because at one point I did try potatoes. So you'll have to go back and find that video. So you'll have to go back and find that video to see how well potatoes did in this. I've tried potatoes, cucumbers, peas, all kinds of stuff. And this year we are going to be trying carrots in this one. And in this one, I know it's a little late for this because the rule of thumb here in Colorado, I don't know if it is everywhere else, but in Colorado it's knee-high by July. And this is June, so I'm a little behind. I'm a lot behind on a lot of things, but we're going to try planting some sweet kern. Because if you've been watching our mountain videos, which our trip videos, which show up on Fridays and Sundays, and then Wednesdays is all our fishing, so there'll be river fishing coming soon. Lately we've just been doing lake fishing, but now that things are opening up and drying out, we should be able to start river fishing really soon. But anyways, at the end of the day, we like to have dinner at the campfire. And I always put kern on the fire. Wrap it up in foil, season it, all that fun, happy-ass crap. And I like to throw it on fire. So hopefully that'd be cool if I can get this to really start going. And we can produce our own kern to have at the campfire in the mountains. So we're going to plant those real quick. And this is just sweet kern, white sweet kern. That's what I had handy. If I find some yellow kern, I might throw it in here too. So I'm just gonna put a bunch in here. Might be overkill, but oh well. I'm gonna get some yellow kern later. And I think I'll put a few in here too. Wouldn't that be awesome if these just like grew extremely? I've never had good luck with kern. Tried it in the garden, tried it in several different places, but never had super good luck. So let's see if kern works over here. Got a few left, so I'm just gonna put them back in it. Now in this one, as you can see, we're going to be doing carrots. 2 different kinds. We're going to do the hybrid champion, and we're going to be doing the scarlets. We're just gonna, these are the tiniest seeds ever, so we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of each one, muss it up a bit, water the shiznit out of them, and see what happens. One takes 70 days to mature, and the other one takes 73. Tiniest little seeds ever. So we're just going to give it a good sprinkle. Yeah, might be too much for this pot, but I can always come in when they start to take off, pinch them off, and feed the animals. And we're going to throw in some champions. These are slightly bigger than the scarlets. Now I've done carrots in the garden before and they did really good. So I'm just gonna muss up the dirt just a little bit. And there we go. So there's our 2 experimental self-wicking buckets done. Got all the tomatoes and peppers done. So we're rolling on all our plants on the porch. All that ready to go. I've got one more pot I gotta figure out what to put in. Not quite sure yet. It's not a self-wicking bucket, it's just a regular pot. We'll have to wait and see what to put in that one. I'm thinking maybe a watermelon or some cantaloupe or something. I don't know. Have to wait and see. We got the self-wicking bucket experimentals going. Let me know if you want an update on those. I'll greatly give you an update if they start popping or not. And we got all our self-wicking buckets rolling. So we're gonna have a ton of tomatoes and peppers. Hopefully. Again, leave a comment down below if you want me to show these and how they're doing in another video. And Big Bear's being my Vanna White. He's showing them off for me. Cute little goober. But yeah, so let's go down below and we'll end this video. So that's pretty much it for today. Well, for the video anyways. Not for what I gotta do. We got bunches of things growing. We got a bunch of morning glories in here, some sunflowers, impatiens, all kinds of stuff in this one. We got stuff growing in here. I'm thinking those might be trees, so I may end up pulling those because that's not what I planted. I also got a blueberry bush. It's over here soaking right there. And if you want to see how I take a planter that looks like that and turn it into something that looks like that instead, let me know. I've been debating on making a video about it. Not a how-to or just what I do. As you can see, we got stuff just blowing up in there. That's all broccoli and cauliflower. That's the best my broccoli and cauliflower's ever looked. That's weeds. That's just chicken feed. But there's the rabbits. This, I have a bunch to get rolling. All this goes down in the garden. I'm a little behind on that because our tiller broke last year. So I don't have a tiller, haven't been able to find one. Got screwed out of one. But that's okay, I'm just gonna do it anyways. Get this rolling. Got all kinds of squash, different types of cucumbers, pumpkins, all kinds of stuff to go over there in the garden. I'm not gonna bore you with that. That's a lot of crap to have to show you and kind of boring. But got the blue alligator down here, a big Bubba. Honey's up on the porch staring at me. We're gonna end this video real quick. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I'm glad to answer any questions. But here is Lucky and KC. They are still over here. They're getting used to everything that happens outside. Pretty soon they'll be going in with the others. But for now, whoops, we're gonna end this video. I'm sure I've rambled long enough. Thanks for watching Just What I Do. Same way I close all my videos, Tuesday videos. I greatly appreciate you watching this video, especially if you made it this far. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's going, I suppose. It's annoying. I'm being a bot. Same with this goober right here. His training's going great. He's very smart, but we're having a pukey problem in the car. No, don't hit the camera with your big butt. Show everybody your face, not your butt. They want to see the goober's face. If you stop jumping on me. Yeah. Swinging back around to Lucky and KC. Here comes Big Bubba. Wanna help me in this video, Bubba? Wanna help me in this video, big guy? There he is. So thanks for watching Just What I Do. Leave a comment down below. I greatly appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to whack my like thingy and catch our mountain videos, which come out Friday and Sunday, and then fishing videos are always on Wednesday. You can see what we caught, how we caught. I've got some new lures coming, one I've never tried before that I'm kind of excited to try. They stocked the lake a couple weeks ago, threw a butt ton of fish in there, but I think they're lure savvy, so I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go. But lately we've been catching our limit really quick. It's surprising how quick we've been catching our limit. But none of the fish ever goes to waste. I dehydrate most of it, and all my dogs go nuts for it. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I know I've rambled enough. So everybody needs some feed. I need to go get planting in the garden. So again, thanks for watching Just What I Do. I greatly appreciate you watching this video. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Right, Bubba? Right, Bubba? Where'd Bubba go? Where'd the cute boy go? There he is! There he is! There's the cute boy! There's my handsome bear. He's my big giant puppy. Uh-oh. Here comes Honey. She says, hold on, I want to end the video too. There she is. There she is. I can't see you. There she is. There's a bunny. There's a honey bunny. And them alligators being a butt. Okay. See. Bye, peoples. Yeah. Ah, puppy party. Later, taters. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below or questions or whatever. I'll freely answer them. Thanks for watching. Seriously. Later. She's gonna get you. Goober. Yo, puppy!